Jim, it feels like Gloucester City all over again. This a classic away day performance and a great win.
Yeah, a little bit more difficult and a different challenge for us in terms of the conditions and obviously the physicality of the opposition. But again, it's a fantastic result, same result, similar resilience in terms of seeing the game out, but a far better atmosphere with having so many county fans behind us.
It's great to see those fans behind you today. And in terms of the game, the way it flowed, the second half, you did have to withstand a lot of pressure, but you must pay a lot of credit to your defenders today.
Yeah, I mean, I've said to them, anything I've achieved at the club has always been built on their defensive resilience, and it's not just the goalkeeper or the centre halves or even the holding midfielder, as we've seen last week, who's picking up the man of match in a 3-0 win. It's a holding midfielder. It starts from the front and all the way through. I think defensively we had to change second half. I was fearful of us being pegged back and the two wingers being pulled so far back and wide that we would be a little bit short down the middle in terms of getting out, and that proved to be the case. So the slight tactical change to put Danny Lloyd down the middle with Jimmy Ball behind, so that 4-3-1-2 I think worked really well for us. We got a little bit more presence, we seemed to start creating opportunities, and then for the midfield line to pick up the ball like Courtney did and score the goal, then that's great.
When you go narrow like that, is there a risk that you can see crosses, that they get more balls into the box? But when they did, obviously you defended them well.
Well, I felt between Courtney and Gary, the side midfielders, they end up protecting the fullbacks quite well, and the fullbacks got tight. Lewis dropped in. No, I don't think we overly conceded any more, but what we did struggle with for the first 20 minutes of the second half is just getting out. It's so difficult to clear the ball properly, it's so difficult to get a hold of the ball in such conditions under such physical pressure from the centre halves. And what we needed to do is not win the first ball but pick up the second ball, and by having everybody inside the game, I think it certainly helped in that regard.
I think that's now, I might be wrong, but I think 8 times that a substitute you've introduced has scored the winning goal. I mean, that's a tremendous tribute not only to you, but what a goal it was as well today.
Well, it's not a cliche to say it's a squad game, but you know the modern game is so demanding now and so tactically orientated. So to invariably use home subs not because people are tired particularly, but they've been maybe overworked or tactically it's not the right game for them. And no, I'm delighted. I didn't expect that to happen. What I wanted to see happen, as when Courtney's substitution was just to get a grip of the game, start picking up the ball a lot more in midfield. We started to threaten a little bit more through Kay and Danny Lloyd. We did have some really good opportunities to score. Mark Ross in the first half and Danny Lloyd playing through. But I just thought if we can get a foothold in the midfield and start dominating there, protect the back four, pick up the second ball, feed the front two and Jimmy Ball playing off them, then we create opportunities, and then we still had the likes of Josh and Kane and John Marsden to come on to go and get that goal. So it wasn't the sub I expected to come on and get the goal, the same way that perhaps if Kane came on at Gloucester and got the goal, you kind of anticipate that breakaway or that little clever play between the front two. But no, it wasn't what I expected, but no, fantastic finish all the same.
I know it's a nice playing surface, but just gives an idea of how big a problem the wind was today in terms of playing football.
I think anybody who watched the game, it's coming off your foot. There was the surface is good in terms of pushing it around, but I expected it to be quite a frenetic game. They're a team that seem to play much better when they play on the tempo, on the front foot and up the game. They certainly did that here last year against us and did that against Curzon last week. So we were mindful that they would try and up the tempo. When the tempo gets a little bit too hot, the game does become quite scruffy. But I know our lads work really hard and stick to the task when the game's scruffy and the dirty stuff needs to be done. So it was really difficult for both teams. And it's not just the defending team that's against the win. It's very hard sometimes to get the right measure on your through balls, the right measure on your crosses when you're playing in such difficult conditions. So it was a reasonably entertaining game considering the conditions.
You and I spoke at the end of November and you said to me, we're going into a really tough run of games now. You've emerged with a 100% record, 5 wins out of 5. You must be immensely proud of yourself and the players.
I don't know if I said it was a tough period. I think that would be not a false statement, because although the Bradford and the Marine at home in the FA Trophy and Gloucester away on a bad run, Oldham on the bad run, and Harrogate on the bad run, then I thought it was a critical period in the season for us in terms of wanting to finish the year strong.
Yeah.
I wanted to get us in and around the edge of the playoffs and in the FA Trophy. So for us to be in that, to go and get those 5 wins now from that period is a great testament. I know, like I said, hopefully I didn't use the word tough for the last 5, but I know that starting New Year's Day, Harrogate, Boston away, Brackley at home, Halifax, Darlington and Brackley again in the league, we know that January is a huge month, and what we want to do is just work really hard in that month. I think we're in good shape and got good confidence. A lot of work to be done still in terms of dominating games and looking like real worthy winners, but at the moment we're certainly defending really well and being resilient. We talked about the 5 games where we sort of we've thrown away leads, and I think the team now has shown great resilience, not only to come from behind and win games like Marine, but also when we're in the lead to see the game out. And I think their work rate, their effort and their strength of character, along with the substitutions to tighten us up, is working really well. And I'm delighted as an ex-defender to have 4 clean sheets in the last 5 games, including 3 clean sheets in the league in a row, and you can't ask for any more from your team.
I know how much you love a 1-0, and I know how much you love standing in front of those county fans. It was a game today tinged with emotion, wasn't it, on 32 minutes, and great to see all the Harrogate Town staff and players, non-playing substitutes and all their supporters joining in that tribute to Chris Thompson today. Yeah,
I know. We know that we've lost lots of fans this year. You know, as the year turns, you look back. I mean, I lost my mother this year, and we've lost some older fans, but to use somebody so young, so passionate about the club at such an age, with such a young family at this time of year is a tragedy, and I think it was fantastic that our fans were able to do something in his memory. And like I said, we're a strong club and we've got some great people involved, and we should honour those people that have been great service to the club, whether they be supporters or ex-managers.
So going into the new year, again, obviously Harrogate on New Year's Day, as you say, a tough month to come, but you can go into it with real confidence now, can't you?
No, I think we talk about confidence and the positivity from our own performance and what we're doing well, because you can reinforce the good points. We know that Harrogate are going to be tough again. Maybe we knocked a little bit of steam out of themselves, because I think it was a game that they really need to win to get in that mix, especially with the results the way they've gone now. The top 9 seems to be consolidating into the real hunt for the playoffs, and Harrogate would be as aware as we would be that if you're 7 or 8, 9 points off the playoffs at the turn of the year, then you're going to find it difficult, because you're not only trying to overcome 1 or 2 teams, you're overcoming 4 or 5 teams to get in that top 5. So, but no, I think they changed things around today, caused us a few problems, and they'll be looking now to freshen things up and go again at our place. And it'd be nice for us to get, because I'm expecting a good crowd, and on the run we've had now, it'd be brilliant for us to go and get another really solid performance and result against Harrogate when we play at home.
Great win today, well done.
Thanks very much.